Greetings, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? Babylon Hive. How are we? How are we feeling? Oscar noms were this morning. I usually wait like a day or two before I kind of do something like this. But I don't have time. I won't have time tomorrow because I have a date with Channing Tatum. So won't have time for that. And I have a bunch of Sundance stuff that I have to watch within the next few days, even starting today. I probably should have already watched one, but shit got busy. But yeah, we're just essentially gonna go through some of the Oscar categories. This is just a free flowing thing. I just kind of want to talk it out, just because, as you probably can tell, if you're a subscriber of mine or if you saw my video, my reacting to the nominations, it's like my mind is just like all over the place. Like as soon as a random nomination gets thrown at me, everything else like leaves my brain. So I'm not like, oh, this thing missed and this thing missed and that's interesting because of this. I can't think of like big picture stuff here. So this is kind of what this is going to be about. But hello everybody. Hello everybody. So sad about Babylon. Just ready to start predicting for next year. It's okay. Honestly, Babylon, like, it's better than a lot of these movies in my personal opinion, but also isn't it just like perfect that it doesn't get nominated for Best Picture? Even some people in the chat who don't like Babylon, revisit it in a year or two, you will come around. I know it. Y'all come around for the most part. Y'all will come around. It's okay if you don't. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really thought Parasite would have opened the doors for more Korean films, but guess not. I don't even know. How many Sundance films you need to watch? I got 12 at 30. Nah, definitely not that much. I'm not going crazy with Sundance. Obviously, I'm not in Sundance. So online stuff, I'm honestly not in a rush. I'm planning to watch like 5. Honestly, like 5 or 6. Not that much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So saw Babylon twice, loved even more the second time. Yeah, the facts. I mean, it's just great. It's just great. Okay, it's fantastic. Hey, I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm all right. I hope you're doing okay. I hope y'all are good. Women Talking only got Best Adapted and Best Picture. Yep. Yes, it did. So, Academy decided we've had enough of the Asians. No more Asian shit. I guess so. They're like I said in the video, Parasite, and you're done. Parasite, that's enough, and then you're done. So, that's all right. Babylon ending had me screaming cinema. Yes, absolutely. And in the chat, just by the way, just no spoilers for Babylon. I know there are some people who haven't seen it yet as it's still rolling out internationally. So, but yeah, Babylon, I'm just confirmed, I'm just confirmed. And, those who don't like Babylon, that's all right. It's okay. Babylon should have won everything. On the real, though, Babylon, Decision to Leave, Nope, Everything Everywhere, Top Gun, All Quiet, they should have ran the text, honestly. Avatar, sure. Yeah, Avatar, throw in Avatar. I like Avatar. They should have ran the text, right? I don't know how Babylon misses a lot of that stuff. But like I said, it's okay. Some people at the Academy obviously don't have friends. That's all right. Judd Hirsch, Judi Dench, Paul Dano. Yep, that is tough. Yeah. This is what kind of sucks about it is because for the next years, like in the future for Oscar predictions, Coda and Andrea Riseborough are just going to be thrown out so much. Like, I could give a reasonable argument for why this is going to happen and why I think this won't happen, right? And then someone can literally just throw out, yeah, Andrea Riseborough. Oh, yeah, Coda. So that's why I'm so scarred. So, like, it's not done for Everything Everywhere, Like, it's not a wrap. It's going to win Best Picture, even though I so badly want it. But, Something could surge last minute. You know, it could be fucking Top Gun Maverick. It could be Tar. I really don't know. Something could happen. Scott, appreciate the super chat. Triangle of Sadness joins an elite group of film to get a director nomination. Only 3 noms. 76 to 463 best director. God, Jesus. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. The Andrea nom feels like cheating. The Till Leslie stuff actually hurts my brain. Where did you come from? Okay, so I don't know if she's watching. I doubt she's watching because she said she was editing. Impression Blend, if you know on YouTube, her critics group, and we actually kind of went through it on a live stream. Actually, I remember her critics group, I think, was the only one this entire season to nominate Andrea Riseborough into Leslie. And I remember, talking to her, and I was like, "What the fuck is to Leslie?" I was like, "What is that? How did she get nominated in your critics group? What is that movie?" And she was like, "I don't know." So that is the only one, at least in my mind, at least from what I think. I've done the research on it, but that's the only one that I've seen that's nominated Andrea Riseborough. And then she gets nominated in Best Actress, and it gets a little, it's a little dicey. Oh, besides the Indie Spirits, that's right. Besides the Indie Spirits, it gets a little dicey because it is kind of like, it feels a little artificial, you know? It feels a little artificial, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Gutter Baby, wow, thank you. I'm happy for Todd Field getting 3 nominations. Tar overall getting 6. Hopefully you don't have to wait another 16 years for. Yeah, I know. Hopefully not. I mean, this man don't miss with the Academy. I guess, you know, he just don't miss. He was a little sneaky. So if you ask me, I'm very curious about whose pockets they're in. Love Andrea, those are good for her. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm a little conflicted on it. Like, I think it's like, on one hand, I don't have a problem with it because, like, good for her. Like, I haven't seen the movie. I'll have to now, but I haven't seen it. So, like, maybe she's fantastic and should have gotten in. But it also does feel a little, I don't know, a little artificial. But whatever. It's whatever. I don't care that much. Don't care that much. Scott again, bruh. Thank you. Riseborough getting in is the equivalent of someone like Sydney Flanagan getting in for Never Really Something As Always. At least she had CCA. I guess, yeah. I mean, to be honest, Never Rarely Sometimes Always even had more visibility than Andrea Riseborough. Legitimately, I had never heard of To Leslie. Like, I just I don't know what that is, you know. So I have to watch it now. And I'm not even that person that's like, I have to watch every single movie that has a nomination at the Oscars. Like, I know some people are like, I have to watch Tell It Like a Woman or whatever, that Diane Warren song. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. Sorry. But to Leslie, she's nominated for Best Actress. I have to watch it. So I guess I'll pay the couple bucks, you know, and rent it or whatever. So, you know, and maybe it's fantastic. So I really don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, a lot of snubs here. A lot of snubs. There's snubs every year. And let me say this in the beginning, because it does kind of bother me a little bit. I can't lie. It does bother me a little bit. There are 5 slots in the categories except for Best Picture. There's 5. Okay. Obviously, there are way more than 5 good supporting male performances in movies, right? But there's 5. So, like, someone deserving will get snubbed. So when I see people complain about snubs, and then I see them be like, here's my personal list, and they throw out 7 names, I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? That don't count. You coward, bruh. Do the 5 names. Let's see them. But anyways, yeah, I agree. There are some egregious snubs, though. Having said that, all that, there's some snubs. And I got to say, with To Leslie, we got to be thankful that they just campaigned her in the Best Actress. I mean, what if they started going for Best Picture? I mean, my lord. You know what I mean? If they're like, hey, to Leslie, Best Picture, it only needs this amount of votes. These movies are already guaranteed. Why don't you put, you know, your time and effort into To Leslie? And we'll see what happens. I didn't like that Instagram post. I'll say that. The Instagram post was like pretty crazy of what the PR person did for something like that. I don't know. It gets confusing. I'm sure y'all know. Oh, man. I don't hate Andrea Riseborough's nomination. The real villain is Netflix and the dumbass actors branch voting for Anna Darmus over Dana Delwaller. Yeah, there's like I hope people get this clear. There's no hate for Andrea Riseborough from me. You know, like to her, there's nothing at all. I'm still like I guess I'm like indifferent about it at least as of now. But yeah, Ana de Armas. Mm, I don't know. Obviously, like I don't like the movie, and I know some people are like I don't like the movie, but I like her performance. Gotta be honest, I disagree. I disagree respectfully, and I love Ana de Armas. I know if you're a fan of someone, you have to like everything they do. Otherwise, you're not a true fan. But whatever. Chase, appreciate you. Tar, Elvis, and Empire of Light over Top Gun and cinematography. Get the F out of here. Also, Triangle has one good act. The third act overrated. Yeah, I the Top Gun and cinematography thing is interesting because I think some people on like Twitter are like it shouldn't win, and I wouldn't vote for it to win. But like seeing it off the nominees is a little weird, and I probably would, you know, I don't think I would do that. The cinematography nominees last year were fan freaking tastic. So I'm actually quite shocked Margot Robbie didn't get a nomination. It's all right. It's all right. People will come around to Babylon. I promise. I promise it. You know. And, as the president of the Babylon Hive, or if I'm not the president, I'm at least on the board of executives. We still got score. We still got score. Even people who fucking hate Babylon are like, the score is incredible. So, Babylon and score is what I am very invested in. I am very invested in. You can see the stress ball is already in my hand. It's been in my hand. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'm so thrilled about Riseborough's nomination. Shows that you don't need millions of studio money to get enough profile. It really changes the game as far as campaign. Yeah, and this is why I'm like I don't really have a feeling on it, just because like there's good things and I don't even want to say bad things about it, but it's just a little weird how it is. But ultimately, like yeah, you don't need to be some huge studio to kind of get your shit out there, which Mass, y'all remember that one, but whatever. There was an audible yes in the audience when they said Babylon is go. Yeah, that was me mentally. You know what I mean? That was me. The decision to leave Snub at International cancels out every good nomination this year. Yeah, I know. Right. Okay, yeah, I saw some comments about that. I said I was gonna go to a park, bro. It was so cold. It was so cold. And last year when I went to the park, I didn't watch it live. I watched it at like 9 a.m. in the morning, like my time. This year I was like, I'm just gonna wake up and just react live, I guess. So it was fucking freezing. So I didn't go to the park. I didn't go to the park. I stayed inside my little house. Little house. Who even is in the audience when they're announcing nominations? It's like media people and everything. Yeah. Be honest, how stoked are you about The Quiet Girl? Oh, I'm very stoked. Make no mistake. The Quiet Girl is my after sun, okay? The Quiet Girl is my after sun, so I'm very excited about that. I'll admit, my reaction wasn't as happy because Decision to Leave just got snubbed like right before it. But The Quiet Girl, albeit I probably like that movie way more than anyone else in this chat will. I'm sure some of you will watch it and be like, yeah, it was good, but I don't know what he's talking about. But I don't know. It's my after sun, so that's what it is. Maybe if you were in a park, that's what it was, man. Fuck, that's what it was. See, it all makes sense together. It all makes sense. Do you think Kate Blanchett will win the Oscar? Man, we're already thinking about winners. It looks pretty good for Kate Blanchett, I'll say. It looks pretty good, but it's still close. Scott, again, bruh. Thank you. Only 2 out of 5 BAFTA screenplay novels translated to the Academy. Wouldn't be surprised if The Quiet Girl wins adapted at BAFTA. Women's Talking wins USC and WGA. I would love that. But I mean, I don't know. The adapted screenplay is a little weird. I think they've got to go for Women Talking, right? Like you can't give All Quiet on the Western Front adapted screenplay. I won't stand for it, Did you see EO yet? Good movie. I have not. Well, I've watched the first 15 minutes and then my screener fucking froze. So then I got pissed and I just stopped. Same with Argentina 1985. I haven't seen it. No, I love The Quiet Girl. Honestly, liked it the most. The best. Okay, you and me. You and me. That's what it is. If anyone were to upset Quan, oh gosh, who would you want to win? You know, I thought about that on the drive over here back to my house. I just randomly thought about it, and I almost just wanted to crash my car. Like I can't even envision anyone beating Ki Hoi Kwan. That would be. I can't explain to you in words how upset I would be. Like it wouldn't even be like funny for like content. I would just be angry. Like y'all would see a side of me that y'all probably haven't. With that being said, if not him, Barry Keoghan for sure. Barry Keoghan or Brian Tyree Henry. I'm watching the clock out to the stream and I'm ready to cry. I'm gonna be the crying girl. Yeah, that was almost me. That was basically me. But you know, and it's like an hour and a half. The Quiet Girl, like, thank you. Just an hour and a half. Boom. Okay. Don't want to be mean, but I don't remember the Everything Everywhere score. I mean, that's fine, but I do. I do when Ki Hoi Kwan has his moment and is flashing back through all the good times in his life and the score's going. Dude, I could tear up right now. I could tear up right now, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Um yeah, keep the questions coming. We will kind of go through. I'll answer whatever. It doesn't have to just be on you know, the thing that I'm showing now, but let's kind of go through some of the categories here and then we can just start. Okay. Okay, I'm just using this on Twitter. I don't have a good thing here. Everything Everywhere score slaps. It does, honestly. It fucking goes fucking hard. God damn. Goes hard. If you could choose one of the 10 Best Picture movies, what would it be? To win? I mean, it's Everything Everywhere. It's Everything Everywhere or Babylon. And I know people were like, Babylon's not nominated. It actually was, though. It actually was. Did you see Carson say 70 shit? I saw it. I saw his video, and I was like, Carson, bruh. Carson, you did that to me? We shared conversations at TIFF, and then you go and say something like that? God damn. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. Dude, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, but you're in my recommendation here today, so I'm subscribing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay. Anyways, Best Picture. I'll be honest. Pretty good. This is pretty good. I really can't lie. And it's funny, I was watching back the nominations last year on a stream. Or the stream I did last year after last year's nominations, if that makes sense. And I was like, you know, the lineup's like pretty good. Well, I kind of take that back. The reason I said last year's lineup was pretty good is because the alternates we were looking at was Being the Ricardos, House of Gucci, and Tick Tick Boom, which Tick Tick Boom is good. But Being the Ricardos, House of Gucci, and then instead we got Nightmare Alley and Drive My Car. So that's why I was like, okay, that's actually a pretty good lineup. That's actually pretty good. This lineup, though, this one is good, okay? Imagine if we took Stinky Dinky Elvis and replaced it with Babylon. That shit would be fire. But even with Elvis, a movie that I know I am in the minority, okay? Y'all don't have to tell me I'm in the minority on Elvis. Even with that, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good lineup. So it's hard for me to be upset about it, you know? But, you know, obviously some people disagree, but it's still pretty good. I mean, I'll admit, Everything Everywhere does a lot of heavy lifting in this lineup for me. But listen, I'm a sucker for some of these. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And yes, I will be ranking these in a video in the future. I will have some movies to rewatch. I think I want to rewatch Triangle of Sadness. I'll probably rewatch. Gosh, I don't want to rewatch Elvis. I really don't. But I've only seen it once. But maybe I'll rewatch Elvis and All Quiet on the Western Front, I think. So, whatever. Scott again, appreciate it. With The Whale out of Best Picture, who wins Best Actor? Oh God, I don't even want to think about. Gosh, like, man, if The Whale just got Screenplay and still missed Picture, I'd be like, I don't know. See, I don't want to go that deep into it. Like Fraser could be the person to do it again since Jeff Bridges. He really could be. He really could. But it's tough. It's tough going up against all that though. It really is. They're like there's a reason it doesn't happen that much. I'll have to think about it. Yeah, I guess I'll give some general thoughts on each, All Quiet on the Western Front, I'll admit right now, I think it's like solid. I think it's a very well made movie, but it doesn't really garner a reaction out of me, I saw when I saw it at TIFF, a lot of people I was with really loved it, and they were like going crazy for it. They said it was one of the best at the festival, and I was like, it's technically very well made, but it just doesn't do that much for me. But it's still pretty. Like I do like it more than like 1917, which might be an unpopular opinion, but I do like it more than 1917, which to me is just a Call of Duty campaign mission. But All Quiet actually does some other stuff. But All Quiet's all right. I thought All Quiet was just fine. Yeah, same here. Yeah. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right is what I'm trying to say. It's all right. I think it's fine. Avatar, I love Avatar. I loved it even more the second time. First time, I thought it was very good. Second time, I was like, okay, no, this is actually like one of my favorites like of the year for sure. And Banshees, fire. Elvis, y'all know how I feel about Elvis. Not good. I was on a Twitter space for just a little bit last night, and someone brought up, what if Hanks is nominated? I kid you not. If Tom Hanks was nominated in supporting actor, I'm jumping off the roof of my house. It's over. No way. I'm not here right now. If Tom Hanks got nominated, absolutely not. Everything Everywhere is fucking fantastic. It's a goddamn masterpiece. Fablemans is so fucking okay to me. You know what? On a stream, for some reason, I feel more okay being opinionated versus like a regular edited video. On a stream, I feel like I can do that. Fablemans is like so whatever to me. Like it's fine. Like I think it's fine. I like Tar actually. I do like Tar. It's not like a top 3 for me, but I do really like Tar. Top Gun, I'm sorry. I fucking love Top Gun. It's fire. And I'll be honest, Top Gun makes me nervous for Everything Everywhere. I'll be honest. It makes me nervous. For some reason, I just can't buy Banshees like winning picture. I really can't. I just can't. Top Gun makes me fucking nervous, especially with an adapted screenplay nom now. It makes me nervous. Triangle of Sadness is fine. It is way too long. Albeit though, I did watch it under bad circumstances, so that's why I will rewatch that. And Women Talking is fantastic. So that's kind of how I feel about it. In a quick little summary. Whoa, who said Tar was nothing? Not me. I didn't say that. Everything Everywhere is biggest star is Banshees if it takes acting screenplay. Listen, if it can't be Fraser, where I know some people really hate The Whale, I think The Whale is slightly okay. Like I lean slightly positive just because I do think Fraser is amazing. But if not Fraser, please, dear God, Colin Farrell. And this is kind of what sucks about award season for sure. What people have said is that it makes movies and performances that you might think is like whatever or you wouldn't think twice about, makes them to kind of be your enemy. But that is literally what competition is. And I'm sorry, Austin Butler winning the Oscar for this it would not sit right with me. It would not sit right with me. Okay, it really wouldn't. But, whatever. Eds. Holy shit. Yo, Eds, you do not have to do that, man. I really appreciate that, though, but goddamn, you don't have to do that. Love your support of Ki Hua Kwan and keep up the good work. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. That's huge. Yo, jeez, thank you. Finna spend that on Postmates. Just kidding. It goes back to the channel. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, best actor. Colin Farrell, if not Fraser. Okay? Even if The Whale got in picture, if Farrell won, I'd be like, hell yeah. That'd be great. I just really, I can't. do the Austin Butler thing. And I'm sorry, like his voice, man. Why do I feel like that's gonna backfire on the campaign? Why do I feel like that? You know, I don't know though. Let me know what y'all think. Fine for most movies. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, just looking at it last year though, like, eh, eh. Like King Richard, to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, solid. Licorice Pizza, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good. Don't Look Up, Coda, Belfast, and like Nightmare. I don't know. I don't know. It's obviously an opinion thing, but whatever. Do you think Mescal is like we hate Utah cruising, or do you think people genuinely root for him? It's weird. It's weird because even though I predicted it, Mescal as a lone nominee for Aftersun is incredibly strange. So it might just be because people don't care for Tom Cruise like individually, or they just didn't care for his performance that much. It is kind of weird, but I think Mescal has a lot of good things going for him, and you know, I don't know. As someone who just, I guess I'm a sociopath who just doesn't connect to Aftersun, I thought he was great. So I'm fine with the nomination. I'm fine with it. Watch The Quiet Girl due to your recommendation. It ended up being my favorite of the year. Had me bawling. Underdog for Best International. That's great. That makes me very happy to hear. That makes me very happy to hear. Um, I don't know. It just, or no, because All Quiet is in Best Picture. But, you know, it can go for second place in my heart, you know? Jeez. I think Aftersun is very female gaze. So that's unusual. See, because I could have sworn when I saw Aftersun, I was like, my friends will not like this movie. And then two of them saw it and was like knocked out by it. They were like, that was great. So I was like, okay, that's it. I'm so confused. I took my fiance and two of our other friends, one a girl, one a guy, and they all kind of felt the same way I did, which was like, it's all right. It's okay. So I don't know. Maybe we're all just fucking insane. Maybe it's because we're in Arizona and we don't know what feelings are, but I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna be outed, but you know, Aftersun was a little artsy fartsy for me. I guess if it really comes down to it, oh gosh, people are gonna fucking hate hearing that. Um, yeah. I work in Irish cinema. The South all day. We're so happy the Quiet Girl nomination. Person was fine with decision. Leave stuff. Okay, conflicting sentences there that I can agree with, but yep, love the Quiet Girl. Decision to Leave should be in there, but I do gotta watch Argentina and EO, so maybe I'll end up agreeing. So I don't know. Okay, I'm on Twitter, like I said, so let's just go back. God damn, so many fucking notifications. Directing. Um, I don't even love Triangle of Sadness like that, but I'm fine with this actually. I'm fine with this. This is all right. This is all right. I mean, if obviously it was up to me, I would change a lot of things, but considering what we have to go with, you know, I think it's okay. I watched After Sun today for the second cry, and I loved it. You know, I've watched After Sun 3 times. I watched After Sun 3 times, and one of my friends texted me. He was like, "Dude, you gotta give it up, man. Like, it doesn't work for you. Stop watching it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I think I'm done with After Sun. I've seen it 3 times. I've given it 3 chances, and it just doesn't hit. So it's okay though. It's okay. It's okay." Field set to steal some awards. Yeah, Tar got some really good nominations. You know, it got some really good ones, and I'll be interested to see how Tar kind of unfolds. And okay, I guess I should have talked about this with picture, but Everything Everywhere led nominations, right? And you know, you look back the past couple years, and the movie that leads nominations usually doesn't win. The last one was Shape of Water. Before that was Birdman, and it doesn't happen that often. But I don't want to be like biased here, but they're just not the same. It's just not the same. Like when Lincoln leads nominations or Mank or like The Revenant. Like, it's just not the same as Everything Everywhere. I don't think anyone was like, Lincoln is gonna win Best Picture. I hope people weren't saying that, you know. So it just doesn't. Like, same with Joker even, and even Joker had a higher chance than like something else. But Everything Everywhere manages to kind of stay in between the lines of it's a front runner, but because of how well it has done with the critics and the nominations, obviously. So you would think that like there would be a really big target on his back, and maybe it'll come to be that in the next few weeks. But also, there's passion for Everything Everywhere that rivals Parasite, but also it does enough within the movie that people doubt it. So because it's a genre movie, it's quote a little weird, hot dog fingers, will old people like it? So it kind of has both sides of it going at it, and in my opinion, that's why it kind of just goes through relatively unscathed. As I'm saying that now, knock on wood, I hope it fucking happens. I hope it just fucking glides on through. But oddly, like, I'm not worried about the Fablemans. Congratulations. I'm just not worried about the Fablemans. I'm oddly not worried about Banshees, and I like Banshees a lot. But it's so weird that I can't picture that. Honestly, and even though it's not my number two, I am nervous about Top Gun because is it gonna shock anyone if it wins PGA? I don't think it would. Scott, again, appreciate it. Banshees feels more like the typical film that gets a lot of nominations, but is too complex and cold to win Best Picture. Has no rallying narrative. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it too. But I don't know. La La Land, Roma, and The Power of the Dog were big example of nomination leader being the front and then losing at the last minute. For sure. And La La Land is probably the best comparison for it, where it feels like very different from something like that. Like The Power of the Dog and Roma, like they are very arty movies, you know? Like if I showed my parents that, they're asleep plus or minus 5 minutes, you know? If I show Everything Everywhere, it's not like that though. It's not like that. And what is number two? At least La La Land, Moonlight was like a clear number two. Like I don't even know what number. Like I guess it is Banshees. So maybe. I don't know. Personally, I just don't feel it. It feels a little bit. There's something a bit off about Banshees for it to win. Banshees just feels like the favorite. Yeah, that's not a bad call. That's not a bad call. But yeah, we got off track. Director, solid lineup. You know, it's hard for me to really complain about it. Oddly enough, I would take out Spielberg. I would take out Spielberg if this was me. But I have no complaints about that. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's not fuck around. Let's not fuck around here. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? What is happening? Where's the Shazman? Like, yeah. I mean, Chazelle is just too good for it. He won his Oscar already, so at least I can live with that. But, okay. Best Actress. Gosh. I don't know. I can't speak on the performance of Andrea Riseborough because I don't know it. But, gosh, I said in that final predictions, I was like, Deadweiler feels like Ruth Negga to me, where she actually gets most of the precursors, so you feel good about it, but it would be the lone nomination, and then it just doesn't happen. So Deadweiler is great. No Viola Davis in here. Michelle Williams is in here. I don't need that. I don't need Michelle Williams in here, just personally. Blanchett and Yo are great. They would be in my top 5, so y'all staying, you know, y'all cool. But yeah, didn't love it. Didn't love it. I didn't think Riseborough, De Armas, Blanchett, Yo, Williams. Wow, you'd have Yo 4th. That shit hurted. Okay, yeah. Listen, I'm looking forward to watching To Leslie. I guess. I guess if that's in a weird way. Can you please explain to everyone that just because someone voted for Riseborough doesn't mean they didn't vote for Davis or Deadwood? The Armas and Williams could have been the 4th of the slot. I mean, for sure. It's just, you know, when people say that, it's just because, you know, just how the precursors go. Andrea Riseborough got an Indie Spirit and a Chicago Critics Group nomination, and I think that's it. So it's hard to blame people for thinking that. So many famous people root for Andrea. It's suspicious. Yeah, I it's tough. I am interested in what everyone thinks about that, and I feel like it is a little different. I mean, Ana de Armas, I don't need it. I really don't need it, and I love Ana de Armas, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I genuinely think she's great. But Blonde, the movie wasn't it, and honestly, I didn't think the performance was it either. And obviously, she wasn't given that much to do besides just suffer in Blonde. But like, eh. And then Michelle Williams, I've kind of turned on that performance a bit after Tiff. I had some problems with it at TIFF, but because it was such a big performance, that's why I tweeted about it after TIFF, just because it was the one that like stuck in my mind. And then as soon as I just started thinking about it, like it just went down. I don't know, not great. The Best Actress is not that great, to be honest. Where's Diego Calva's grassroots campaign, bro? Facts. You're telling me Diego Calva's jawline in general just should get him a nomination. Jeez, you can cut cheese with that. How authentic was the Armas depiction of Monroe? I mean, hard to tell for me. I'm a youngin, so I don't exactly know how Marilyn Monroe was. So maybe some people are like, it's fantastic and she deserves it, and that's fine. But Ana de Armas proved me wrong. I really did not think the Academy would go for a near 3-hour NC-17 movie where there's like a forced blowjob scene. So I couldn't have seen that one coming. So I guess they're fine with that, but they're not fine with an elephant shitting on someone. Whatever. I'll remember this, Academy. I'll remember this. It's Yo versus Blanchett, and I'm going to tell myself that to keep holding my sanity. Yeah, I wanted to tweet about it, but I didn't want to just cause something. Like, if the Andrea Riseborough campaign worked that well, it worked that well that she gets nominated. What's to stop them from just being like, hey, like, Blanchett and Yo are probably going to get a lot of votes, so, like, why not chip in a vote for Andrea Riseborough? And then like, I can't even think about if she won the Oscar. That would be oh man, that would be crazy. I almost want to say I want to root for it. I'm not going to, and I'm not rooting for it because I want Michelle Yeoh. But that would that not be the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life? Oh man, I'm not gonna predict that. Obviously, I'm not predicting that. But it's using the same Kristen Stewart logic last year, where it was like the nomination was the hurdle, and now that she's in, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean, what's the campaigner's name? Like Frances Fisher or something like that. Bruh, she the goat. What the fuck? She the goat. She's literally like, I can do this shit without millions of dollars behind me. Like, she pulled out the math equations, man. She was like, you need 219 votes for Best Actress. And look at these Best Actresses. They're already locked. So you should also consider throwing Andrea Riseborough in. And, don't hate the player, hate the game. So I guess, I don't know, though. This is interesting. Gosh, I wish I've seen To Leslie, so I feel more comfortable speaking about it, but I haven't. So I'm not gonna make any proclamation about it being unworthy or anything. But it is unprecedented. It really is. I know people are gonna throw other things, but like, apparently, like, this movie didn't make like how much money did this movie make? Last I saw, it was like below $100,000. So that's one thing that it's a movie that I didn't know existed until like a month ago. Are you gonna watch it? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not like I said earlier, I'm not that person that needs to watch every single movie nominated, but I have to watch To Leslie. She's nominated for Best Actress, so I have to. I think out of the nominees, I need to watch To Leslie, some of the documentaries, EO Argentina. 27K. It was like 25K. No fucking way. 25K. What the hell? Bruh. That makes Babylon look like fucking Avatar: The Way of Water. $30K this morning. I know the budget. That's a joke. Just relax. Because it's all about who you know, regardless of who gets nominated. Yeah, I mean, Kate has said multiple times she isn't interested in the award race. Would that be a turnoff to voters? Possibly, but I mean, Frances McDormand won for Nomadland. I don't think she was actively campaigning and wanting another Oscar. But maybe. Maybe. Do you think this is gonna have a big impact on campaigning strategies in the future? I think it could. And now it doesn't mean that everything is gonna then come true, you know. But I mean, it's like if I'm Bradley Cooper, if I'm Bradley Cooper, I'm looking at this like, bruh, ain't no fucking way I'm losing this next Oscar for Maestro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm losing. Like, and this was for a film like To Leslie. So imagine if someone does this for a bigger film, you know? Maybe it'll backfire because, you know, maybe this is one of those things where it's like, okay, they want it too much and then it turns them off, right? We've seen that before. But this is funny. I gotta say, it's funny to me. It is a little funny. I really can't believe it. And I'm someone who I didn't even scoff at it. You know, I put it at like number 9 on my final predictions. I was like, you know, it's not like impossible, but you know, I'm not going to predict it, and then it fucking happens. Over Viola Davis and Danielle Deadwyler of all fucking people. Yeah. Yeah. See, now I'm just like, I don't even know. It's it's okay. This lineup could have been a lot better, but you know, that's just my opinion. I think this may have primarily worked because it was well intentioned. I mean, sure. I mean, is there a bad intention for this? Like they just want a nomination. I don't know. I'm just all I'm saying. I'm gonna be paying very close attention to how this thing fucking goes through in the next few weeks. Okay, because everyone else is gonna go through BAFTA and SAG and you know win all those and those televised awards or whatever, and then Andrea Riseborough is just lurking in the dark with her goated campaign team. I don't know. I don't know. There's no way she wins, right? Like some people that I talked to was like, she's number 3, and I'm like, dear God, dear God, if anonymous ballots come out and I start seeing Andrea Riseborough, my brain is gonna short circuit. I really don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Oh God, that is a scary fucking thought to think about. Just give it to Yo. Yeah, facts. Just give it to Yo. Just let SAG give it to Michelle Yeoh. Let the tides turn. I don't know. Yeah, she's 3. This is insane. This is insane that she's 3. That's crazy. And once again, that's not a reflection on the performance. I have not seen it. But I am just saying, like, this is crazy. Well, you know, when I do eventually watch To Leslie, you can see what I think on Letterboxd. Because I don't think I'm going to make a video on it. But you can see what I think on Letterboxd. If Blanche and Yo split votes, bruh, I ain't trying to see that. Dude, this is so weird. This is such a weird category. Jeez. I mean, fucking De Armas is strong. Ana de Armas is strong enough over Davis and Deadwyler. So, I don't know. What else is there? Actor. Do we need to talk that much about it? Make a video, but just say yes or no. Yeah, I'll pull a blonde review on that, where I just make like a 10-second video. I could do that. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty good lineup, all things considered. You know, it's a pretty good lineup, all things considered. Like I said, even though I didn't really care for After Sun, I thought Paul Mescal was fantastic. Fraser, I think is great. Colin Farrell is fucking awesome. Austin Butler is very good in Elvis, a movie I don't like. Bill Nighy is good. It's good. It's good. I mean, if this was up to me, obviously my shit would be way different. Be way different. But considering what was actually possible, yeah, this is pretty good. Like the Adam Sandler thing is weird because I just did not see that for Hustle. And some people are like, he'll get it for Spaceman this year. And um, I can't say much about, but I'm just gonna say I've heard some things about Spaceman. I don't know. I get that's all I'll say. I don't know about that. Give us your lineup. Yeah, gosh, I've thought about this. I've really thought about it a lot. I really don't know what my five would be. And this is the thing, because like I just complained about, I could just give out seven names and be cool, but five is tough. And that's why there's always snubs. I don't know. I feel like I'd make people upset with mine, because like I don't know if Paul Mescal would make my own five. Because I didn't care. Bill Nighy is gone from my five. Butler's gone from my five. Mescal's on the bubble. Farrell and Fraser I'd keep. I don't know. Then I'd think about like Diego Calva. I think about the lead in Close, the kid. He is fantastic. He is fantastic. So I'd really have to think. I mean, obviously Daniel Kaluuya is fantastic. Timothy Chalamet. I'm doing this off the top, so I really don't know. Ray Fiennes in your five. Ray Fiennes is fantastic in that one. I almost kind of wish he showed up, but actor is tough. Actor's tough. Still haven't seen The Sun. Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. I think I was a little too nice on The Sun, but it's whatever. I don't need to think about it. I do think people are a little crazy. All I'm going to say is some people who are like, Hugh Jackman is awful in The Sun. I talked to a lot of people at TIFF about The Sun. And I'm just going to say they switched up. I talked to a lot of people after TIFF. It was like, Sun bad, Hugh Jackman good. And then now on Twitter, they're like, Hugh Jackman bad. I'm like, interesting. Please do a video giving your ballot for the major categories. Yeah, I've thought about it. Gosh, I'm gonna get so shit on if I do that, though. I mean, goddamn, I'm gonna get fucking destroyed if I don't include whatever. So, I'll think about it though. Maybe. I did not hate Hugh Jackman in The Sun. I mean, I didn't either. I really didn't either. Oh shit! I just dropped something. I thought Hugh Jackman was pretty good considering what he got. I mean, Brother Bro said the same thing. Like, if Hugh Jackman was nominated for Best Actor here, I'd be like, there have been worse performances, honestly. And I'm not even being ironic. Hugh Jackman in The Sun I prefer than Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm not even fucking joking. Are you a part of any critics group, and would you join the Critics Association of Ass? I would join, yeah. I'm in my Phoenix Film Critic group, and I'm in the Hollywood Critics Association. So I just voted for those like a few days ago. Who cares if you get shit on about your opinion? Yeah, it's just I don't know. Sometimes the comments, I'm just like, bruh. It hasn't happened in a while, but like I remember when I made a video on Respect, the Jennifer Hudson movie, and I was like, this movie is not good. Goddamn, the comments are just fucking brutal. Like, not even like your opinion sucks, which is fine, but it's like, like, I don't know. I mean, a dumpster on the side of the road gave a better front than Rami Malek, so that's not Riz. It's not, but like, Rami Malek still won. So, if that's the case, then Hugh Jackman, fucking Daniel Day-Lewis in this one. This is a safe space for Rami Malek. Yeah, it is. This is a safe space for whatever. I'll do how wrong can one be? Malek was fantastic. Hey, speak your truth. Also that speak your truth. Joaquin Phoenix gets 3 Best Actor nominations next year for Beau's Afraid. Yeah, that's right. He takes up all 5 slots. Yeah, Beau was afraid. Beau was afraid. I mean, I'd love to be wrong. I'll say right now, Academy ain't sniffing Beau was afraid. Ain't touching that. That's for sure. Rami stole Bradley Cooper's Oscar. Absolutely. Absolutely. You excited for Ben Affleck's next movie, Air? Oh, I'm very excited for that movie. Okay, that hits my senses right there. A movie about like Nike and like Michael Jordan, like shoes. I'm fucking all right. I used to be a huge sneakerhead. I've calmed down because it's really fucking expensive. Basketball is my favorite sport. Arguably as passionate about basketball as I am about film. So I'm fucking that hits all three corners right there. So I'm very excited for that one. I didn't even know it was coming out this year officially. Okay. Yeah, best actor's fine. We don't need to talk about it. Let me go to the supporting ones. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this one. Okay. This lineup is almost very good. This lineup is almost incredible. 3 out of the 5 would be in my personal. You know, Ki Huai Kwan, Barry Keoghan, Brian Tyree Henry. I support the Phoenix Suns. I don't want to hear any slander. Right now, our whole team is injured, so I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Okay. No Dano. That shit hurts. Well, at least for him. You know, no one from the Fablemans would be in my personal. But if someone was from the Fablemans supposed to be here, I would still give it to Dano. He's never been nominated. He's had more to do. You know, like this is an 8-minute scene, so it kind of, you know, it just kind of sucks how you just kind of leapfrog him like that. I don't know. That's kind of sad. No Eddie Redmayne. No Brad Pitt. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Brian Tyree Henry was fucking shocking. And I just need to keep remembering, and we all need to remember that the Academy will do stuff that no one else does, really. And I know he got Critics' Choice and he's been regional critic, but like, no major thing did that. And no one was predicting Brian Tyree Henry. No one was predicting that. So, no Brad Pitt. Everyone cheered. Yeah, I don't need a Brad Pitt nomination, even though, can I just say, I would prefer him over Hirsch and Gleason. Yep, I said it. I fucking said it. Brad Pitt's performance worked a lot better on the second watch of Babylon, but I don't need it. I don't need it. It's all right. I don't need it. I like to see Jonathan from Bones and All here. He was so creepy. Wait, what? You talking about me? You want to see me in Bones and All? Me eat someone? Causeway got me good. Glad I got to love it. Yeah, I liked Causeway more than I thought. And he is fantastic. My God. He is fantastic. He would be my number 2 or 3. I'd have to think about it between him and Barry Keoghan. You mean Rylance? Okay, that's what I thought, but I was like, is he like mean like me? Mark Rylance would be a cool nomination too. So Ben Whishaw would have been a good nomination too. So, you know, that's all right. Damn, that Suns NBA championship loss was satisfying. Bruh, why you gotta bring that up, yo? Why you gotta bring that up? It's okay. It's okay. If only we had fucking Luka Doncic instead of fucking DeAndre Ayton, like I said, we should have drafted. But it's fine. Brian Tyree Henry gonna thank Brad Pitt for Bullet Train if he wins. Oh yeah, he was really good in Bullet Train also. Brian Tyree Henry was. I mean, both of them were good in Bullet Train, but Paul Dano for the Batman. I said that Paul Dano in the Batman's better than Paul Dano in the Fablemans, 100%. Ben Whishaw squad. Yeah, like who would my personal 5 be? Ki Huai Kwan for sure, Barry Keoghan for sure, Brian Tyree Henry for sure, and then 2 slots is tough. That's what I'm saying. That's why people complain about snubs. Follow the Oscar rules then. Do 5. It's tough. Ben Whishaw, Mark Rylance, Stephen Yeun. Damn, that's tough. I don't know. If I think about it hard enough, maybe I would make a video on it, maybe. But, you know, I have a lot of videos planned now that the Oscar nominations are out, so. Do you own any Funko Pops? I do. I own not a lot, but like more than I thought I would. And I realized it's because my girl keeps telling people like as like a little gift, like when they don't want to spend a lot of money, just get me a Funko Pop. So I've kind of gotten a lot now, but it's fine. They cute, they cute. Loak from the Way Water Reserve. Yo, he pretty good too. That's totally true. He pretty good. Miles Teller. Okay, y'all giving me your personal. That'd be a good thing. See, here's what I want to do. Just for the people listening here, I want to run some experiment where I basically just send out a Google form and I ask, because preferential ballots for Best Picture, but I want to have people rank it preferential ballot in all above the line categories, and I want to see if that would change the winner anywhere. I do want to see how that would affect it. So I do want to do something like that, but I'm not sure. Stephen Lang was pretty good in that movie too. Yeah, yeah. Brandon Perea, no, he is fantastic. Him and Steven Yeun, awesome. Yeah, we need Film Drunk Awards. That would be hype. Do it. Yeah, I guess I'd probably do it, but I'd keep it to the nominees though if I sent out a form like that. Maybe I would do it. Maybe I'll think about it. Yo, Lewis, appreciate the super chat. They went for Judd Hirsch over Paul Dano just like they went for Judi Dench for Christina Bell last year. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I mean, this one was at least a little bit more expected than Judi Dench. That was really out of nowhere, but yeah, that sucks. Preferential ballot makes everything more interesting. It really does. It really does. Because, like, on pure number one votes, like, I don't know, let's just say in the future Michelle Yeoh wins the Oscar, right? Because she gets the most number one. On a preferential ballot, maybe she wouldn't. Maybe Cate Blanchett would be the winner. So I think that could be interesting to do. My favorite spider in Avatar. Yeah, spider. Yeah, the Boss Knows the Hearts. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, still pretty good lineup. I've maintained that I don't love Brendan Gleeson in Banshees, but I love Brendan Gleeson, so I'm gonna be okay with that. And then Judd Hirsch, don't need, but whatever. Let's go to a good fucking category. Well, pretty good. Now this is better right here. I think. Is it? Now that I'm looking at it, is it better? I think I'm just so happy that Stephanie Hsu actually got in. I think that's what it is. Like, if I'm being real, like Jamie Lee Curtis, like, I'm happy for her, obviously. That's more nominations for Everything Everywhere. But I don't know. I didn't think I really needed it. But still, this is a good 5. If Dolly De Leon got in over Curtis, that would be, that would be incredible. That'd be incredible. My personal lineup, I might have Lee Ji-eun from Broker, IU, K-pop star. So, we'll see. Super chat, thanks. Do the form. I've never used the Google form. Then I have to learn how to do it. I'm sure it's easy, but okay. I'll probably do it. I'll figure it out how to do it, and I'll probably do it in a video that I know people will click on, at least somewhat. Maybe when I pick my personal winners out of the nominees, maybe I'll include it in that or something like that. And then I could also tweet about it. I think it'd be interesting. And I can make a video on the winners, see if it changed. But yeah. Yes, man, Broker was just a chef's kiss. Yeah, I thought Broker was good. I was a little disappointed with Broker, but it's still definitely good. But IU, where, silly old me, I didn't realize she was an actress. I just knew her as a K-pop star. I was like, God damn. Like, this is good ass performance. What the fuck? So, yeah. Wish a woman talking actress could have gotten in. Jessie Buckley was great. Yeah, I agree. Someone should have gotten in, but also, I do kind of get it because even for me, I still don't know who I would pick. You know, like out of the one. Yo, Taryn, what's up? What is good? I thought Broker was a pro live disappointment. I used late. Yeah, she killed that. Song King Ho. Ah, man, the performances are so good in Broker. I'll say that the performances are fantastic in Broker. I've actually done a preferential ballot voting for each category for the past few years, but not a ton of people participate. It was fun. Yeah, so maybe I could just. I'll be honest. My fear is always doing one of these like experiment things, and then like not a lot of people participate. Then I just feel like then I'm like, great, I just like fucking wasted my time. But if I'm at some level where I would have some decent participation, maybe. What's your favorite IU song on the album? I really don't know that much. What's the song my girl likes? I don't remember. Let me look that up. She has a playlist on my phone. Let me see.
Go ahead.
What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. Bruh, Siri just scared the shit out of me right there. Holy hell. That scared the fuck out of me. Jesus. I don't know if you heard that. Okay. Oh. BB? What the fuck? Is that what it is? I was gonna play it, and that's a fucking stupid ass idea. Yeah, something like that.
I don't know how to respond.
Yo, Siri, can you shut the hell up? Can you stop fucking scaring me right now? Jesus, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but holy fuck. Oh, I can comment on here. That's the song right there. It's in the comments. How long will you be live? I'll be live for a little bit. I'll be live. I'll be alive. Holy hell. Hopefully I'll be alive for a while. I'll be live for like another hour-ish maybe. I don't want to go too long. I know a lot of the UK viewers, they be tired. So okay, anyway, gosh, I'm getting off track. Carrie Condon deserves. Carrie Condon is fantastic. She is amazing. Angela Bassett, I thought was great in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Hong Chow in The Whale, great. Also helps that she was in The Menu, where she was also fantastic. Jamie Lee Curtis, I don't need it, but it's everything everywhere, so I'll be fine. Stephanie Hsu might be my personal pick. So, it is fantastic. Would we get to choose our announcers for this possible Google form? I don't think so, because then that'd be insane. I think I want to keep it to the nominees and just have you rank it, and then I'd see who wins, and then see. I guess I would see A, who does win, and then B, if I did just keep it straight number one votes, if that changed anything at all. So I think I want to do that. So why go to Sundance, bro? It's fucking expensive, bruh. I'm just doing some online stuff, and honestly, not even that much. I don't know. Like I'll admit I was a little bummed that I didn't go to Sundance, because this lineup seems really good. Past lives, talk about most anticipated. Jeez, people are fucking creaming their pants over that movie, so I need to see that. Flora and Son, the new movie from Sing Street director John Carney. I need that in my life, that's for sure. But outside of that, I can wait. It's all right. I kind of save my money for TIFF or New York. That's kind of what I plan on doing. So I really don't know how people go to 3-4 film festivals a year while also having a full-time job. How do you have that much time off? I guess you just got it like that. Maybe you should do like a short list of like 10 performances, then we vote for 5, and the one with the most votes wins. Maybe I don't know. Then like I'd be the one picking the performances or something. Then I don't know. I kind of want to keep it like a clean form so I can just do it once. But I don't know. Keep bouncing ideas. Saw a tweet which said all this year's Sundance movies are inspired by Coda and Promising Young Woman. That sent a chill down my spine. Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, just make all the options Babylon. Yeah. You can vote for 10 in Best Picture. The nominees are Everything Everywhere and Babylon 5 times. Those are your nominees right there. Oh yeah, I thought Past Lives was quite good. You really like it. Damn, you saw it? Jeez. Spoil it. Just kidding. Don't. I would have dropped Empire Life for Babylon cinematography along with Tar for Babylon and editing. Babylon should have run the fucking table in the text. It's really fucked up that it didn't. Babylon cinematography is unbelievable. It is fucking insane. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm actually never going to recover from Coda winning Best Picture last year. Kind of mind popular opinion, but Coda is my favorite film last year. I'm so happy it won. Yeah. It's, you know, not for me, but I'm glad people liked it. As people might know if they follow my channel, I do the 1 year Oscars, where I kind of look back because we know that the winners and the nominees are very influenced by momentum and timing. So now that we are a year removed from it, did they get it right? And I'll be honest, I don't think Coda has aged very well, but I know a lot of people love it, so it's fine. You think Everything Everywhere overperformed? Yeah, definitely overperformed. Just fantastic. Not gonna see complaints out of me for that. I mean, original score. Okay, hold on. Let me talk about this. I didn't think I was, but let me talk about this real quick. Fablemans can fuck right off. Fablemans can go away. All Quiet, I'll be honest, I don't love that score. I don't really like how it's utilized in the movie, but I get it. It's a big bomb type of score. I guess they like that. Everything Everywhere score is actually very good, and I wish I had the balls to predict it because I had it at 6, even though I wanted to put it at 5, but I was too much of a fucking pussy to do that. But it's fine. It's fine. I kid you not. If Babylon loses score, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I don't know, and it's going up against 4 Best Picture nominees. It's like it's David and 4 Goliaths. It's fucked up. Babylon score seriously might be my favorite ever. I am so dead serious when I say that. It fucking might be. But I thought Women Talking was gonna be its biggest competitor, or Pinocchio, and them shits are out. It's gotta win, right? It's gotta win. I hope the others don't win. I don't see a good case for any of them, honestly. Babylon, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, adapted screenplay. I won't go through every category, and then we can kind of just open it up. But adapted screenplay was interesting because the whale went bye. The Whale underperformed here in terms of what it was expected, and this is why I've maintained that Top Gun makes me nervous for Best Picture. I said that months ago. It just makes me nervous. And some people were like, is it going to win screenplay? Is it going to win director? And I was like, no. They're like, is it even going to get nominated? I'm like, maybe, but probably not. And then it gets nominated for screenplay. I'm not saying it's going to win because I don't think it's going to win. But I don't understand. Does PGA not scare people? Because it scares me. Because, goddamn, just Top Gun, I don't know. It makes me nervous. It just does. It really does. It makes me nervous. Everyone keeps telling me Everything Everywhere is still divisive with older people, which I do believe. I can believe that. But I mean, I don't know. I could just see them old people in the Academy just getting bricked up by seeing Top Gun. Just getting bricked up by Top Gun. You should be very nervous. Well, I am. I am nervous. I don't even know when the PGA winners are announced, but I don't know what's the next big event. So I think WGA comes out tomorrow, maybe. Fuck, I don't even remember. But besides that, we already have the nominees for that, so I don't really care. But I don't know. Top Gun Maverick is better than Everything Everywhere. I hope Top Gun wins. Top Gun, no cinematography. Academy really thought Elvis looked better. Elvis, man, dude. Elvis and cinematography and editing and all these damn categories, bruh. Shit kills me. Shit fucking kills me. You think Elvis looks better than Babylon? Might be the most insane thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life. What am I talking about? Adapted screenplay? Yeah, I mean these nominees are fine. They're fine. I like Glass Onion. Love Women Talking. I mean, I love Top Gun Maverick, but I wouldn't give it screenplay. All Quiet, respectfully, you can leave. Living is fine. Living's cool. You know, it's cool. But I don't know. Maybe I should rewatch Living too. Like I saw Living at TIFF, and I was like, that is a 3-star movie right there. You see that one Academy member anonymously telling the LA Times that they saw Top Gun 13 times in no other movies? I did see that, and then I blanked out. So I like blacked out. So I don't know. All Quiet got all the text in Best Picture, but no director. Maybe it's time to open up the directors more than 5. Yeah, I've seen people throw out like maybe we should go to 6 nominees in the categories. I don't really feel a certain way about that, but you know, me with everything everywhere. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, All Quiet was just what a weird campaign for All Quiet. I mean, it's impressive. I can't lie. It's impressive. I mean, largely ignored by Netflix for a while, pretty much ignored by critics groups, ignored by pretty much the Globes and the Critics' Choice, PGA. Then guilds do okay, and then BAFTA, creams their pants over it, and then all of a sudden everyone's really confident, and then it gets in. Crazy. All Quiet was meh. Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Technically impressive for sure, but that's really it. Who do you think number 6 would have been a director this year? I don't even fucking know. Goddamn, I was gonna say Park Chan Wook, but that just not obviously not. I don't know. Maybe it is Stolberger. Kaczynski? Maybe Kaczynski. Honestly, maybe Kaczynski. Netflix has no idea which of their movies appeal to the Academy. Uh, yeah, but their streak continues. They have another Best Picture nominee. Yeah, Glass Onion. Glass Onion just felt like it just lost too much steam. Honestly, Glass Onion just lost too much steam. Have you seen the 1930 All Quiet? Nah, I haven't. You guys would be surprised at how many movies I have not seen that would be crazy to quote cinephiles. You know, I have not seen a lot of stuff. I hope they don't snub another thriller movie next year. The Killer. Oh, The Killer is not an Oscar thing. I feel that in my bones. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel that. I'm so tired of war movies like Thank God films like Everything Everywhere Exists. Like I take hot dog fingers over muddy trenches every day. Yeah, I agree. Like war movies don't do it for me with a few exceptions. Like in terms of war movies where the action is the forefront of it, I think only Saving Private Ryan and like Dunkirk were the ones where I was like, I legitimately liked this movie. And before you ask about like Apocalypse Now and stuff, I haven't seen it. So that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't seen a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen Come and See either, so I haven't seen that one. Full Metal Jacket, I haven't seen it. Um, I don't really think of it in that way, but I guess it could be. I mean, there are a bunch of stuff like that. I mean, if that's the case, then like Inglourious Basterds is like my favorite, but you know, where the action of just shooting in the trenches is in the forefront and stuff. Saving Private Ryan, Dunkirk are the ones that come to mind where I'm like, okay, I actually do like this movie. Everything else, I'm whatever. Yeah, no, 1917. I didn't really care for it. I think I gave it like 3.5 or 3 stars. I should probably give it 3 stars, honestly. Way of Water, best war movie. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, out of the nominees, I mean, this one is a layup for me for Women Talking, just personally. In terms of what's actually gonna win, I think as of now, I think I'd still predict Women Talking. It does have pictures, so it makes sense. It makes sense that it would. So I think that's what I'd go for. Oh, Nah, I don't consider Jojo Rabbit a war movie, even though it technically is. You know what I mean. If a war takes place and people get killed on screen, it's a war movie. Okay, fair enough. Globe Ortiz, appreciate the super chat. Jonathan from the film drive, the type of guy to float in the air when he smells pie. I don't. I'm not a. I'm not a. What am I trying to say? I'm not like a dessert person that much. So it's interesting. What do you mean? What do you mean? For Jojo Rabbit? I don't really. Yeah, I don't really see it as like a war movie. I consider it like coming of age. Honestly, like dramedy first before. So I keep forgetting your name is Jonathan. You look more like a Chris to me. Chris? Okay, you know, at least it's Chris and not something like hella Asian you were just gonna say. Thanks. Yeah, Infinity War, does that count? Star Wars? Yeah, Infinity War. I love that movie. I love Infinity War. Then I guess Babylon isn't a Hollywood movie. Yo, what? What are you talking about? What you mean? Jojo Rabbit is a movie that takes place during war, but it's not about war. See, that's kind of what I think. I get what you're saying. That's fine. So is no, see, you made the caveat. You made the caveat. It's fine. It's fine. What's a movie you love but are embarrassed to admit? I'm not really embarrassed to say what movies I like that much. I've said this before, but the movie Storks, yo, that movie fire. Yo, Storks is gas. That movie hilarious with Andy Samberg as Storks. Dude, that movie fire. That movie's great. That's one, you know. Fast and Furious. Does Fast X 10 come out this year? I can't stand that goddamn franchise, yo. I can't. I think that does come out this year. Oh, War for the Planet of the Apes. That's a good one too. That's technically, yeah, that would count, right? I think. No, yeah, that counts. Schindler's List. You know. I think I was crying the whole runtime of Stars because I used to be so in it. Bro, seriously, like my friends like actually like teared up and cried at the end of Stores. It's fire. Did you hear about Killers of Fire Moon release and festival strategy? I think it'll be this year's Pride of the Dawn. I didn't hear anything about their festival thing or whatever. Well, unless you're talking about last year when they were like it's gonna go to Cannes. Other than that, I haven't heard much. Yes, it does. I'm splitting it into two parts. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that shit. Yeah, see what you did? See what you did? Isn't Storks that movie about birds delivering kids? Yes, but it's so much more than that. And I will let you watch it. And at me on Twitter when you watch it and you're like, that was amazing and that was hilarious also. At me on Twitter. It's reportedly going to Cannes, then all the fall festivals until a November release date. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Would Killers of the Flower Moon go to TIFF? That feels weird for it to go to TIFF. I'd be pissed if it doesn't go to TIFF, though, because that's the one that I want to go to. I want to go to TIFF. And I don't like going to TIFF and then New York, because I'm literally in Arizona. I'm on the opposite side of the country. All right. What else is there to talk about right now? I guess on here. Oh, animated? Bruh, good lineup. Can you just say this real quick? This is a very good lineup. Very good lineup. It could be a little better, but it's still a very good lineup. Film on Can would be crazy. Yeah, I've thought about going to Cannes, but I don't know. I just gotta save stuff, you know. Like me, like my dumbass in like France, I'd be all over. I wouldn't find my screening. I'd be lost. I'd like end up in the ocean with a fucking baguette in my hand, and then I don't even know. Yeah, the Sea Beast is pretty good. It's pretty good. I've seen it. I'll be honest. It's basically How to Train Your Sea Beast, which like sounds great. It's just doesn't have the exact charm and magic that How to Train Your Dragon does, but it's still pretty good. But like Marcel, Fire, Puss in Boots, Fire, Turning Red, great. Pinocchio, great. Sea Beast, good. Therefore, it's great. Great lineup. Talk about the cinematography category. I don't want to. All right, fine. Uh Man, this is just visually unappealing to look at, which is ironic for cinematography. All Quiet's good. Like Bardo has good cinematography, so it's hard for me to really, fight that. Elvis is a sneak. I'm sorry. And I know it's the third woman to ever be nominated for cinematography. That doesn't take away from that. This is no, no. No, no, no. Can't do that. Can't do that. Last year's lineup, what was it? Dune, West Side Story, Nightmare Alley, Tragedy of Macbeth, and what the fuck else? Dune, Nightmare Alley, West Side Story, Tragedy of Macbeth. What the fuck else was it? Why am I blanking right now? Someone's gonna tell me in the comments anyway. But Power of the Dog. God damn. Power of the Dog. That's what it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Power of the Dog. Great. All the comments are gonna be Power of the Dog now. That's a great lineup. That's a great lineup. This one, I don't know. What's wrong with this lineup? What else would you put here? Oh, Babylon to start. Wait, are you talking about like things that were like feasible? If we're just opening it up, this is still gross. Because Nope should be here. Decision to Leave, Babylon. Let's start there. You can keep All Quiet. You can keep Tar, I guess. You can keep Bardo. I don't know. Even Top Gun, I would like. I would like Top Gun in this lineup also. If we can't have some of those. Bardo being considered as the either man. Yeah, yeah. I know all of his movies get nominations, and then Bardo, it's like, well, you are. It is nominated, so here's a cinematography one for you. Nope in cinematography is just unreal. Like what they did, they shot it in like daylight and everything. And obviously Babylon, the way the camera just moves and how it looks, how it's utilized to like give you that feeling. I mean, oh my god. Bardo's loudly bad. I really did not like Bardo. My press screening, Arizona, me, and a couple. So technically two. Just two of us chilling for over 3 hours. And when they're like afterwards, they're like, "Okay, what'd you think?" I was like, "I want to go home." I was like, "I want to go home. I just want to go home." What is Empire of Light? Damn. So everyone is really off the Empire of Light thing. I mean, I get it. I get it. I I think Empire of Light looks better than Elvis. I think the cinematography is better than Elvis. I don't know. Gosh, do I have to rewatch All Quiet? All the movies that I have to rewatch for Best Picture are so goddamn long. Triangle of Sadness, 2.5 hours. All Quiet, 2.5 hours. Elvis, 2.5 hours. That feels like four. How often do you lie after press screenings? I don't lie, but sometimes I will. I will sugarcoat a little bit, and it's not because like it's not. I don't know what people think, but if I watch, if I watch Bardo, it's not like Netflix is the one who's asking me what's up. It's the PR person who works for multiple studios. I tell them, and they will give feedback to the studio. So because of that, I'm kind of like, I don't want to just be like, this shit trash. This is awful. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. I'll just be like, not for me. That's what I said after Emancipation. I was like, yeah, I did not like that. Not for me. Didn't think Will Smith was great. But yeah. Emancipation. So you like it when you actually don't? No. No, I don't do that. All these movies are too long. Also, me watches Babylon for 10th time. What's the problem? What's the problem? But yeah. Yep. I mean, press screenings are cool, but I also don't go to a lot of them as much as people think, just because like video format for film is still like a very much an uphill thing. So we're never like taken seriously, and we have different standards for video versus writing. So that's why I don't go to some of the press screenings. Like I got invited for 80 for Brady soon. I'm not going to that. Like I'm not. If I'm not gonna put out a video on my channel where I like, and it's just 80 for Brady, where I know most people are just like they're not gonna click on it. But yeah, cinematography lineup, not good, not great, not great. And I know someone asked why do I not like Elvis. I just thought it was an absolute mess, and I did not enjoy myself. But I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. For those who did, I'm glad. Editing, I mean, there's not much to talk about at editing. Elvis a sneak once again. Tar got in, which is pretty cool. I mean, no Fablemans, L. Absolute L for the Fablemans. But yeah. Let's we can kind of we can kind of open it up here. I don't know if there's something else that y'all want to talk about or what. If y'all want to see my Twitter, I guess. We can kind of go through that, I guess. I can clear my notifications. Jesus. Okay, here we go. See, people just have a problem with some of my tweets. Look at this graphic. Tell me that graphic ain't nice, though. Holy hell, Jesus Christ. Okay. My reaction about one is. Ah, man, what a good fucking scene. Huh? Tell me this scene wasn't so good for those who seen it. Man, crazy. Okay, anyway. What the fuck? Skip, bro. What? Alright. What's going on? Have you watched the small gem directed by Michael Morris called To Leslie? Are you Andrea Riseborough right now, Joker? I haven't seen it. Sorry if I've asked this a couple times. What do you think about the menu not getting any nominations? Expected, but the menu is fire. The menu is just enjoyable. So it is what it is. Can you hoop? Dude, I used to be pretty solid. I can't lie. I used to be pretty solid. It helped that I was a slightly taller Asian guy. So, I'd be at a height disadvantage and a race disadvantage mostly, but I'd be okay. But now I doubt it. Shout out PJ Brand. I love that dude. I feel so proud whenever he likes some of my tweets. I'm like, wow, he noticed me. You should see To Leslie. I'm gonna see To Leslie. I promise. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna see. The movies that I haven't seen that are nominated, I'm gonna see To Leslie, EO, Argentina, 1985, A House Made of Splinters, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, and I think that's it. I think I've seen everything else except for Applause or from Tell It Like a Woman. I'm not gonna see that. I am like 6 foot, 5'11", 6. I haven't measured for sure, but you know, I'm seeing Babylon Thursday finally. Once again, at me for anything Babylon. At me for anything Babylon. I'll fucking like it. I'll respond. Just be like, how great we can just share this moment together. Unless you don't like it, then I don't want to see it. That'd break my heart. How the fuck do you watch Tell It Like a Woman? I don't know, and I'm not gonna find out because I just can't be asked to watch something just because it was nominated for best song. I can't do that. How would you order 10 best picture? That will be a video upcoming soon. So I won't do it. I'll just post on IG if I give it less than 3. Just close your eyes. No, I'm gonna. If you make a review on Letterboxd, I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna spam it. I'm gonna report it for hurting my feelings. Would you say Babylon is one of your favorites, all-time favorites? All time is tough. Maybe. Maybe. Is Babylon your favorite Oscar bait movie? No, I don't think so. I'll let it go on the fire review. Absolutely. Is Brendan Fraser in danger because of the Wilmus picture? I mean, yeah, it's definitely not good for him, for sure. But he could still do it. Are you taller than the Oscar extras, brother, bro? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. We might be around the same height. I don't know. TIFF was crazy. That's why I want to go back. That was fun. Babylon versus La La Land versus Whiplash. What's the ranking? La La Land won. Man. Is Babylon better than? I don't know. I don't know, dude. They're all 5 stars though. That's what I'm saying. They're all 5 stars. Fraser's winning off sheer charisma alone, and people are tired of hearing Austin speak. Is he gonna have that accent for Dune Part 2? I'm gonna lose my mind if that's true. Gosh. He's like, hey Timmy. Hey mama. I was like, no, stop, please. Dear God, just drop the voice, bro. You're from Anaheim, dog. Can't wait another 4 years for Chazelle movie, man. Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. First Man better than Babylon, in my opinion. Hey, that's all right. I will respectfully disagree. I'll be honest. First Man, I like. I don't love First Man though. That's how he talks in an accent. No, it is an accent. It's what he did for Elvis, but it's just that his vocal coach came out and said it's probably gonna stay with him permanently. So who knows, man? You know, I'm no actor, so I don't know. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, how do you feel about Christopher Nolan? I like Christopher Nolan. I like Christopher Nolan a lot. Is he a film bro? Yes, he is. Is he the guy that like some people that I don't really care for love? And they're like, Christopher Nolan is my favorite director? Yes, but he's still a good director. He's still very good at what he does, even though Tenet, I was lost. Even though I still kind of respect Tenet a little bit. When we started Margot's campaign for Barbie, the president? Could be. I know there are. I am very excited for Barbie. There might be some people more excited than me. I'll have to see. But actually, I don't know. Barbie was my number one most anticipated, so we'll see. I'm just so curious about Barbie. How do you feel about Warner Bros. Having 4 possible contenders next year: Dune, Color Purple, Wonka, and Barbie? Who's directing Color Purple? Like, are we sure? Wonka, I'll be honest, I don't think that's like, it's not going to be like a huge player. That's like a costume thing. Costume, maybe a best song. But yeah, they have their hands full. Tenet is Nolan's Babylon. Oh, God. See, you say that, and now I can understand why people don't like Babylon, even though I kind of like Tenet. Is MGM the worst campaigner of all time at this point? um, in terms of like the major studios, so not including stuff like Bleecker Street, shit, honestly, maybe, man, they are dropping the ball a lot. Most anticipated film from the first half of the year. When does Mission Impossible come out? If that comes out in the summer, if that counts, then absolutely Mission Impossible, for sure. For sure. Woman talking over Babylon and Best Picture was sad. We should direct that energy towards Elvis. Oh, Beau is Afraid. Yeah. Oh, July? Mission Impossible July? Okay, technically that's not the first half then. Okay, then yeah, maybe Beau is Afraid then, honestly. That one looks insane. Looks insane. Does Andrea win? You know, I mentioned that earlier. I really don't know what would happen. I would actually be afraid for like film Twitter if that happened. I'd be absolutely afraid. That'd be fucking crazy. Why did I just realize that the Quiet Girl Twitter account follows me? Why did I just realize that? That's incredible. Any of y'all watching? I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Maybe that's why. All right, let's go. I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. Well, I mean, not shorter. I'm going to end it on time. Another like 9 minutes or so. I'll kind of end it at the 15-minute mark. Okay, so hold up. Let me get my thoughts together here. So I have a lot of videos planned. We're thinking yes on the Google form for the preferential ballot for the Oscar nominees. See what kind of experiment that does. We'll see about that. So we'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's mainly the thing. I'll do that. Maybe make a video regarding my personal choices for some of the top categories. Maybe I'll have to think about that a little bit. I mean, gosh, I don't know why. Like, it stresses me out being like, pick 5 Best Actor nominees. That's insane. So I don't envy. That's why I usually I try not to go too crazy with a snub, unless it is something insane. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do a ranking of the Best Picture nominees also. Will you be attending Sundance? No, but I do have some Sundance movies online that are available to me, so I'll be watching some of those. Follow me on Letterboxd if you want to stay up to date with that. All my links are in the description, so I'm very active on stuff. Can you please make a video changing previous, I assume, Best Picture winners? Your Best Actor one was so good. Yeah, I could think about doing some stuff like that. That'd be cool. Yeah, and I'll be doing some personal pick. I'll be picking the winners out of the nominees also. That'll be another video that I'll do. Please do your Best Actress picks of the decade. See, I don't know. I feel like I still need to do a little bit more. There's still some movies that I haven't seen yet that were nominated that I want to see. Like, if I'm being real, I haven't seen Blue Jasmine. Like, I've only seen one Woody Allen movie. So, I need to watch that. The Daniels used Letterboxd. They made a video ready. Oh, I saw that. I was like, wait, I have one of the top reviews on Letterboxd for Everything Everywhere. I was like, maybe they'll read mine, and they didn't, and it broke my heart. It's okay though, because he responded to me on Twitter doing this, so that's fine. Slide. So I'm glad internet recommended your channel slash Twitter profile to me. That's cool to talk about with other people. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Annie Hall. Yeah, I need to watch. I know Woody Allen is like a fuckface, but I'll watch maybe some of this stuff. I don't know. I'm in no rush though. you think that for Killers of the Flower Moon, this performance that Leonardo DiCaprio earned his Oscar will deserve his Oscar even more than The Revenant, but he won't win like he already won. I mean, that's happened plenty of times, honestly. I mean, I've said I really do believe Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street is like maybe my favorite performance like ever. It's just, and I know it's loud and a lot of yelling, which some people are like, I don't like. I just, he's insane in that movie. It's so goddamn good, man. And then if he won that, just like my video, if he won that one, boom, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs wins, done, clean. Do you think everything everyone's gonna get the Power of the Dog treatment? No, no, I don't. No, Power of the Dog, like it's just a cold, distant movie. It's very slow. It can be perceived as boring. Like one thing you don't hear about Everything Everywhere is that it's boring. Even from the people who don't like it, they're just like they don't say it's boring, typically. So I don't think that. I think tonight I'll probably watch Magazine Dreams. I think that I'll make that my first Sundance movie with Jonathan Majors. I heard the movie's whatever, but I heard he's insane. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. It does seem to be one of those movies that runs a little long, which once again just pains me watching stuff at home. That's why I don't like doing that, but whatever. Hugh Jackman in Prisoners is one of the greatest acting of all time. Yeah, Hugh Jackman's great in Prisoners. He's a good actor, so, you know. Florian Zeller's next movie, very curious about. Because now everyone is going to be off of him. And also, I'm like, you can't forget about the father, though. Like, you can't just forget that. It doesn't matter. So, are you excited at all for Ant-Man? I'm only excited because Jonathan Majors. If you're just asking me straight up about Ant-Man, I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be mid at best. But, you know, like I always say, I go in with proper expectations to clear the mind. So, we'll see. Florian needs to take some time off, probably. Yeah, probably. Probably. I hope he makes another movie, you know? I hope he makes another movie. Is Ari Aster finally going to make it to the Oscars? He might never get an Oscar in his life. If he keeps making these kind of movies, he might never get an Oscar in his life. He might never even sniff it. Who knows? Jonathan Majors is excellent in Magazine Dreams. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Are you excited for Knock at the Cabin? I'm a little excited for Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, I'm a little excited. Pretty interested in that. You know, even though I'll have to say I'm not huge on Shyamalan's movies for the most part, they're never boring. And so, you know, I appreciate that. All right, 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. You excited for Cocaine Bear? Who's not? Who's not excited for Cocaine Bear? Waiting for Glenn Close next nomination because she deserves one. A win? Yeah, maybe. Dang. Oh, man. Dang, Twitter was crazy today. Dude, I'm tired. What do you think Chazelle's next is, Indy? I think it's going to be the Fantastic Four sequel, I believe. Maybe then he'll get the goddamn respect that he deserves. Remember when people thought Steven Spielberg was going to direct a Fantastic Four movie? That was a funny time. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Favorite track from Babylon score? Voodoo Mama, Coke Room, Call Me Manny, the Welcome track, Gold Coast, Sunset, Jack's Party. Bangers. Fucking goddamn. I'm going to be so angry if it doesn't win score. I'm going to be so angry. Knock at the Cabin versus 80 for Brady Box. I was going to win. Yeah, Knock at the Cabin in a walk. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute. I still go with Everything Everywhere. I'm still predicting that. If it weren't for Babylon, who would you be rooting for in score? Everything Everywhere, out of the nominees. Out of the nominees, it'd be that for sure. What are we talking about? Spielberg now? Oh yeah, Yorgos' new movie's called And. Yeah, that's good for SEO right there. Barbie for Best Picture next year. Absolutely. I'll leave it at that, y'all. I appreciate everyone coming down and all the new faces and like new subscribers and Twitter and everything. All the links are in the description, and stay tuned because I have a lot of shit coming. I have a lot of shit coming, as we've talked about. So hopefully some of y'all are excited for that. I appreciate everyone's comments and super chats and everything like that. I don't take it for granted for sure. So even though I know I sound dead right now, but I appreciate it. I really do appreciate y'all. So thank you. Get some sleep. Eat dinner. Thank you. Goodbye. Peace and love. All right. All right. Bye.